Meanwhile, Germany's coalition government appears divided over whether to join dozens of other Western nations in condemning Israel's actions in Gaza. 28 countries, including France, Britain, Italy, Austria and Canada, signed the statement calling for an end to the war. Germany chose to opt out. Now, a group of lawmakers from the centre-left Social Democratic Party, the junior coalition partner, have called on the government to support the initiative. International Development Minister Reem Alibali Radovan said she regrets Germany's decision not to sign the statement. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has dismissed suggestions of a rift within the coalition over this.
I want to strongly urge the Israeli government to stop the massive military intervention and to enable a ceasefire. And above all, to allow humanitarian aid for the population there. There is no disagreement within the coalition on this matter. We are completely united on this issue. And again, what is expressed in this letter is not a European initiative, but an initiative by some member states and a few others. We have already taken exactly this position earlier in the European Council.
Now, Chancellor Merz has urged Israel to stop the war and enable more humanitarian aid. I asked the German MP Ralf Stegner of the coalition partner SPD about his take on this.
Well, it hasn't happened enough anyway. We have a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, and we're very concerned about this, and we've been talking about that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And children have been dying, have starved, and we haven't had enough food and medical goods coming to the population, and therefore change is needed, more urgent than ever, and therefore talking is not enough.
Now, why do you think Chancellor Merz is so reluctant to join the initiative of the other European countries?
Well, obviously, we have a particular responsibility for Israel's security. That's obvious, and that's important for us too. Yet, on the other side, it doesn't help the fight for Israel's security or against terrorism if innocent people have to die, if civil population is bombarded, if we have settlers' activities that are not combinable with international law. And all of that has to change and has to stop. Otherwise, Israel is really in danger to lose their last and best friends.
Now, you've touched upon this. One of the reasons Germany is standing with Israel is Germany's Staatsräson, meaning Germany's full support for the State of Israel and its right to defend itself as a part of Germany's historical responsibility regarding the Holocaust. Does this Staatsräson play a role in this decision, and should it?
Well, it has to play a role. It has to play a role always, because you cannot leave history behind. And we are in solidarity with the state of Israel. We're not in solidarity with the government of Mr. Netanyahu. For instance, if he doesn't oblige to his responsibilities, and we have to oblige to international law. That's one of the other reasons and one of the other lessons of our history as well. And therefore, we should stay together with our European friends and partners in really urging Israel to work for change that has to come now.
Now, Merz is saying that the German coalition is united regarding its stance on the war in Gaza. But we're seeing growing voices of dissent, including yours. So the coalition is clearly divided about this. Is your party at least united?
Well, I wouldn't say that the government is divided about this, because, as I said, that we have to be responsible for Israel's security, that's common ground. And also that we have to respect international law. There might be a difference in style, and my party is completely united that we want to have international law be respected everywhere, in Ukraine, but also in Israel and in Gaza. That is really an important point, and we really have to see that this is respected by everybody.
So what do you suggest then Germany should do next when it comes to the war in Gaza?
Well, we should combine what we're doing together with our European friends and partners. We should not play a single role here. And we should try all we can to convince the Israeli government that change is needed now.
Ralf Stegner, then, German member of parliament with his Social Democratic party, the junior partner in Germany's coalition government. Thank you very much.
Thank you.